Only courageous ones are remaining. Actually, there is a small story. A king want to decide the successor. He didn't have issues. So he built a big fort and put a big gate for that, door for that. And secret was the gate was never bolted. The gate was never locked. It was just kept closed. Why then such a big show? King says, to have the courage to come near the door, to touch the door, to open the door, itself needs some guts, some boldness. Actually, the original path, the original gate was not so tough. It was very simple. It was not even bolted. But the introduction, the paraphernalia of the door, a big gate, everything was tough and tight. Just to filter the curiosity mongers. Just to filter the curiosity mongers. I thought at least one or two will escape, but nice. Not even one has escaped. So really courageous. Vivekananda says, in the same LA, in the same Bay Area only was giving a discourse. He says, Dhiraha. Dhiraha means the courageous ones. The people who enter into the spirituality, they are courageous ones. Because to live in a suffering, you don't need courage. I tell you, to live in a suffering, you don't need courage. To find solution, you need courage. People who are courageous only think about solution at all. Otherwise, what do they think? Oh, this is the Vedi. This is what God has ordained. This is what I have to live. People who have got courage only think, no, I can do something. I can go about. I can go beyond all these things. So only people who are courageous step up. Only they go forward. Let us work on the first layer. First layer is the physical body. Better you don't write anything. Tomorrow evening, I'll give you the whole hints. You take the whole hints, that's enough. And of course, I tell you now, tomorrow evening I will not give. I tell you, that also now itself. It means don't take hints. Because if you go on taking the hints, you will be missing the subject. So think in your mind, tomorrow evening you will have the hints, be comfortable. Then tomorrow evening we will take care of your other things. I think actually I will just print at least names of the 7 bodies, and I will print it and give it to you by tomorrow evening. Don't worry about it. So don't go on working on the hints. Otherwise you will not be able to understand. I wanted every one of you to understand every step and come with me. You see, you understand, it's more like a holding the hands of the master and traveling. I wanted you to come with me. In ASP, if you miss one session also, no problem. The next session you can come. One chakra will be open, one will be closed, no problem. Anyway, you have the key. You can go to the house and try something and open the door. Here it is not like that. It's layer by layer. You need to go. Even if you miss one layer, next layer you will not be able to penetrate. That's why if you miss one meditation, the next meditation you will not be able to have the experience. I wanted you to come. And not only I want you to do the meditation, I want you to have the experience. You understand? Meditation should not be done like that, like a dull, dead ritual. Most of our cases, just because, oh, Swami says, let me do. It should be more like an affair. You see, it should be more like a bubbling, vibrant. To meet your friend, to meet your girlfriend or boyfriend, nobody needs to tell you. Only they have to put hurdles, but you escape and run. But as far as the meditation concerned, you need so many inspiration. Why? In that you find some taste. In this you have not found the taste. But really when the glimpse is given, when the experience is given, you will see, you will be jumping for the meditation. So I wanted This became a solid experience. Many times when I say meditation is such an ecstatic thing, joyful thing, people say, no, Swamiji, you say all these things. People are not able to even relate with me. They think that I am in some other world or I am from some other world. It's not truth. It can be experienced by anybody. That's what I say. Come totally with me. It will be a solid thing in your life. Not like a simple faith or belief. It should be more like a tangible seeing, vision. First we will work on the physical body. We will be having a technique. Of course, it's more or less like a Mahamantra, but little developed version. Don't compare with the mind. Oh, it's same like a Mahamantra, it's same like this, it is same like that. No. Because if you compare, you are done, when you did the ASP, you did only 30% or 40%. Now also you will be doing the same mistake if you compare. Don't do that. Put the whole effort. 3 things we are going to do. One is balancing the body. Second thing is erasing the body. It means removing the body consciousness, the outer line of your body from your mind. Third thing, just merging the physical body back to energy. The physical body is more like a matter that will be merged, that will be put inside the energy. So the 3 things we are going to do. Balancing. Why we are supposed to balance? Unless you balance, your body will be your mind will be continuously in the body. There is a beautiful word by Patanjali, Stiram Sukham Asanam, which is stira and comfortable is asanam. When the shoe fits, feet is forgotten. Feet are forgotten. Am I right? My English I'm somehow managing. Alright, forgive me. When the belt fits, belly is forgotten. When the chain fits, neck is forgotten. When the ring fits, finger is forgotten. If the ring doesn't fit, you will be continuously remembering the finger. If the chain is not fit, you will be continuously remembering the neck. If the shoe is not fit, if shoe is either tight or loose, you will be continuously remembering the leg. What is the scale, whether it fits or not? If you have forgotten the leg, you can be sure that the shoes are fit. If you have forgotten the belly, you can be sure that belt is fit. If you have forgotten the neck, you can be sure the chain is fit. If you have forgotten the finger, you can be sure the ring is fit. When you forget the body, then only you can be sure your body is comfortable. Purposely I told to remove the chair for the first session because I wanted you to get a little accustomed to sit on the ground, to get ready for the first session of forgetting the body. First, if you little bit balance and get ready, then you will be able to forget the body, you will be able to enter into the second session. First thing, you need to balance your body to forget it. If the body is balanced, you will forget it. Only when your body is forgotten, you can think, you can understand you are healthy. You see, you forget your eyes if you don't have pain in the eyes. You forget your head if you don't have any headache. If you have headache, can you forget? That is why the spouses always give headache to others. So that you will not forget. You will not forget them. You just try to continuously catch them. And they just try to continuously catch you. Even the father, mother, everybody you can see. They just try to catch their son so that he never forgets you. You see, if you give a little pain, if you trouble him, he will never forget you. If some part of your body troubles you, you will never forget that part. If you forget that part, then what it means? You have no trouble. Now we are going to enter into the layer or the technique to forget the body. It means you are comfortable. You are comfortable. You are totally healthy. When you are healthy, you forget. When you forget, you are healthy. It always happens the other way. Even when you are, if you listen the cassette Pain to Bliss, any of you have heard the Pain to Bliss cassette? People who have heard, they can raise their hands. Oh, so many have not heard. You should have a little bit of curiosity. After all, who is this Swami? What other lectures he has spoken? What other subjects he is telling? Any of you, how many of you have not visited my website? How many of you visited? Almost everybody. Oh. Huh? Website. Website everybody goes. Of course, in a week, he's already putting all the discourses. You can listen from website. If you listen that cassette, you will understand a beautiful technique. Whenever you have a pain in some place throughout your body, if you just remove the word pain from that place, the pain will disappear. Actually, pain and the word pain are one and the same. I am explaining this in a very deep way, step by step in the cassette. Try to listen the discourse that does miracles. That does miracles, not only according to my experience, according to many persons' experience. That does miracles. When you are comfortable, your body is forgotten. When you forget the body, it becomes comfortable automatically. So now we will learn a small technique to balance it. To balance it. Let me show you what is balancing. You see, think of this mala as the center of gravity line of your body. Center of gravity line means you understand? Center of gravity line of your body. If this line is straight, then it means this mala is in the restful position. If this line is like this, the mala is not now resting. If I take the hand, it will come back to the restful position. If the mala is this way, again it is not resting. If I leave it, it will come back to only this position. This is the position, this mala is totally resting and comfortable. Same way, your center of gravity line should fall in a straight line. Then, if your body, the center of gravity line of your body, if it falls in a straight line, you will be totally comfortable, you will be able to forget the body. Let me teach you how. Just sit with a right leg on your left thigh. If you are really feeling bad that you can't sit on the ground, then you sit on the chair. But try your best to sit on the ground. Do you understand? The first step. The next step, of course, once you finish, I'll come round and guide you individually also. On the thigh, legs should be seen. If your legs are really under your control, understand, if your legs are really under your control, you must be able to do the Padmasana without touching the leg. That's all. Then only your legs are under your control. Otherwise it is somebody else's control. You understand? Without touching the leg, I think each one is sitting in their own way. If you really feel bad, get a chair, no problem. At least in the chair you start balancing. Huh? You start balancing because you see the one thing, it is not that whole day you need to sit like this in your house. No. Once you know you have balanced your body, whole day you will be comfortable. Automatically you will sit only in the balanced posture. Whether you sit in a sofa, or you sit in a car, or you sit in your house, You will be continuously balancing your body automatically. You see, your body has got its own inbuilt mechanism to balance itself till the age of 7. Once you have grown into this great society, it has contaminated you. It has you have forgotten the original balancing technique. Now I am just giving the original balancing technique to your body back. Once you learn it, it is not that you need to sit always like this. You don't even need to sit straight. Even if you sit in this way in ordinary days, your body will balance itself. Once it knows the technique, it's like when you start riding the cycle, you need to sit straight and hold properly and then pedal. Once you have mastered, you can put even your legs on the handlebar, you will be able to ride the cycle. So the knack of balancing needs to be learnt. That's why I tell you, it's just 5 minutes, actually only 5 minutes it is going to take. So sit with the right leg on the left thigh. Sacks எல்லாம் எடுத்துருங்கம்மா, ரொம்ப cold ஆகுமா. Remove all the sacks, and that's what extra clothings. Remove as much extra clothings as possible. Remove it. Of course, next NSP events I will tell the people one single gown, long gown. That's all. That is you see. Otherwise, you do not know how much you are missing. Only I know, because I know the effect with the simple clothings and with the full suit. People ask me, Swamiji, how are you how are you living just with these two clothes? You do not know the freedom and joy your body feels when you are dressed like this. Again and again they force me to wear all these things for the cold. I somehow escape. First thing you understand, for one moment, put your whole body in front side. Let me finish and then you can do. Put your whole body in front side and feel the weight of the body. Naturally, you can feel the body is being pulled by the gravity, the gravitation force. Slowly, inch by inch, if you raise and make your body straight, at one point you will feel weightless. You see, when your body is like this, you will feel the weight, heaviness. Your body is being pulled by the ground. Step by step, very slowly. Then you will see the weight is becoming lesser and lesser, because the center of gravity line is becoming straight. At one point, you will feel totally you are weightless. You are totally weightless. That is the point, or that is the line, and that is the point in which the center of gravity line falls in a straight line. You understand the technique? Then again do it from the back side. Push the body back side, feel the weight, very slowly. Bring it back to the straight. Just be in a straight line. At one point you will feel you are totally weightless, relaxed. You will see. This side when you do and this side when you do, both will be at one point only, automatically. You see, if you are a little fat person with a belly, you will see little, it will be like this. Or if you are a person very thin, it will be like this. Actually, that is what? According to your weight, the center of gravity line changes. It will fall. At one point, people with a little big belly, even for them, even in this point, they will feel they are totally weightless. It's perfectly alright. Don't bother about whether you are sitting straight or bending, that you don't bother. Only one thing to be understood, your center of gravity line should be in one line. You need to feel the weightlessness. At which point you feel you don't have weight. At which point you feel your body is light. That is the point. Your center of gravity line falls in straight line. Any doubt? Yes.
Can the thigh go up?
No, thigh should not go up. It should be totally fixed. You see, the hip portion should be totally fixed. It should never be moved. That is totally fixed. Any doubt? Can we try?
So we should do this only one leg?
Yes. One leg on the... Now sit, ma. Start balancing your body.
Close our eyes.
Yes, close your eyes. Or even without closing your eyes, you can balance. If you don't close your eyes and balance, I can guide you. Anybody who is not properly doing, I can guide them.